West of Beijing. I'm gonna show you uh, the coal road in Beijing. This is over 500 years old street, but after 100 years, this street changed a lot. This is a test live streaming from multi-platform. This is from YouTube and Twitch. This is just a test. Okay, let's get started. And this is the old street. We call it 莫市口, and you can see right here. And over 500 years ago, the people would transport the coal on camel and the mule, transport all the way through the mountains along this road all the way to downtown Beijing and supply the coal for the Beijing city. And right now, this is this old street. Okay, along the street, on that side, there's a eunuch's tomb over 500 years old because this area considered a good feng shui. And right here is an old temple. It used to be a Taoism temple, and we call it a Guandi temple. And there's a warrior who worshipped inside. And today it's become a very basic museum. Okay, let's take a look. And on the top of the door, there's four characters. From right to left is 古道思存. That means ancient road still exists. Let's take a look. And those steps are original. So in China, when we enter a temple or private house, we don't step on the threshold, and we just step cross over. Okay, and here on this courtyard, we can see this kind of a color painting, and we call it a 玄子 color painting. And you see this style in a lot of temples. You see the shape of the pattern is a circle that was transformed from the old flowers. And you can see this is the bas relief of the old past. The people would transport the coal. And this side is the Chinese people when we have the Chinese New Year celebration. And we will probably, I want to offer promotion for tonight. So here is our festival celebration. And we have the high stills and the line dance. And in this courtyard right now it's converted to a coffee shop over there. And we can go inside to the main room. You can see on the top, and there's a dragon head carving. I mean, this is the yellow colored glazer tile. This is the same style as the Forbidden City. I mean, only the emperor could use the imperial bright yellow color. So this temple is very special. And also you can see the animal statues on the roof. They are the immortal on roosters, and followed by dragon, phoenix, lion, having the horse. And also on the tile, there's a pattern of a dragon. We can also see this is renovated part of the color painting, and you can still see those old original unrestored color painting. This is over 100 years old. Okay, let's go inside the temple. main hall and a new down here. So this here have much traffic. So they use a huge stone. And there used to be a statue of the Guandi or worshipped on the shrine, but now they, because this has become a museum, so they just use a replica of the painting from a nearby temple, and that one is a fascinating one. So you can see this is a, I mean, this is not the original one. This is just a picture from, this is the color painting from the Ming Dynasty over 500 years ago. But we can have a closer look because this is not the original one. The original one, even they open to the public, and you can spend 100 yuan to take a look, but they're not allowed to take a photo or a video. So you can see this is a replica. This is all the detailed color painting. You can see this is the ancient Chinese wooden architecture. That is the ceiling of that old temple with a huge bronze bell. Okay. So this is a two-story brick tower. Looks like relatively new. Okay. And here they show you the Beijing street in the old day. And here displayed some traditional Chinese music instrument. They used to play for the Peking opera and other operas. And here's the drum and another kind of a drum. This is from northeast of China, Manchuria. That's the way they play the drum. And this is like our Chinese celebration gala. And here, and this gentleman on the top, he is the last emperor. If you watch the movie Last Emperor, he is the last emperor of China, the whole feudal dynasty of China. And on the bottom, and this gentleman is an author. He is also a Manchurian, and he wrote a lot of novels about people's life in Beijing. So, because of the last emperor, when he was pardoned in 1958 by Chairman Mao, and he wrote a life about his whole life, and he also wrote a book in this neighborhood. And here is a big bell for the camels. Okay, let's go to the second floor. So I didn't bring the gimbal today. Maybe it's shaky. Okay. can see the roof is special. And let's go inside. I can smell the fragrance of the wood. And here is some tools used by carpenter. I mean, not very old, from the looks like 70s, and these are old. And these are, we call them 墨斗, and we'll put the ink inside this container, and with some cotton. You can see the cotton, and with the string and the wheel. When people want to draw a straight line on the wood or pillars, and they would pull the string, and then release the thread, and they will draw a straight line on the wood. And you can see this one. They even have a beautiful carved fish on it, and a peony flower. And this is the old washing basin rack. This is a copper basin. And you can see here, this character is a double happiness. This is used for dowry. And this is the ancient invitation of marriage. That is 民国7年. That is after the finish of the feudal dynasty, 1911 plus 7. That is 1918. And this is a declaration for marriage. This character, we call it double happiness. You'll see them everywhere. Even today, when trans people get married, we still use this character for happiness. And those four characters on the plaque is 花好月圆, flower is good, the moon is round, over 100 years old. And here is some ancient, how can I say, when people do business, they would try to make some sound, and they would attract the people. So when people heard the sound of different tools, and they will know which kind of service are coming. And this is for the beggars. So in old days, the beggars are not only begging for money, they also give you some performance or have some good wishes for you. So the businessman would give them money. And here's some ancient toys, yo-yo. And this is kind of, this is made of the bone of the pig on the ankle. So this is kind of a Manchurian game, because when Manchurian ruled China from 1644 to 1911, they bring this game to Beijing. So that was a use for even soldiers. They play that game. I still remember when I was little, my aunt can play that. And this is a slingshot. Okay, we have a close look of animal statues. Okay. In this room, they displayed some ancient Chinese crafts, ancient crafts. So this is the lacquer. And also, this lacquer has a copper body, and they paint layers and layers. Later, they use knives to carve the beautiful patterns on it. And this is the close-knit clock. This is a color glitter tile horse. And this one is inlaid with mother of pearl and abalone shell. It's peacock and peony flower. This is a ancient brush holder. Okay, let's go outside.
反正香港不知道要什么去。
So right now on this street, a lot of residents converted to shops, restaurants, bars, or Airbnb. So here is a theater. We take a look at some of their carving. And this one is a huge, we call it a door pillow, that was used to thick the threshold. And this is a Olympic game in 2022. And what attracted me is this place converted to a theater, so called the Greenstone Theater. There's a young man. He is a bachelor of archaeology in Nanjing University, but he learned storytelling from old master. So today, storytelling is not very popular because we have more and more entertainment. We can do everything on internet. But young people still love this kind of art, so they can heritage this art. It's really hard. So they will open Monday to Friday, so you can pay 45 yuan for half an hour, including tea, or 300 yuan come here 20 times, including tea. So this is it's a reasonable price, but for common people, they like to listen to them from the radio or internet today. It's very easy. And this side is a bookstore. It's like a chain store. Okay, I'm gonna show you local Beijing people play the Chinese chess.
打住他呀！你让他下来将军呢？
把人拖上去了，咱
这个他不吃了干嘛了？
那不输了？
你把10分开吧，他一个单机炮。
不是分开呀，
你这是非
这有像呗？
就给他
10对7，
你编马那边这马就上去了，
赶上。
哎，
他就输了。
This is the Chinese chess. People have a lot of fun with the game.
你上一步我看
And
看，
this is ancient.
你怎么必须咋看呢？
玩玩，他不亲。
You can see this is the residence courtyard house in west Beijing. On the roof, they only partially use the tile. The most part was covered by the stone plate because in west Beijing on the mountains we have this kind of a stone plate that we use it for tile. And this is iron stove. We used them when I was little because in the old day, a lot of places not central heating, so we have to use coal to heat the classroom everywhere. And this year is the year of the dragon. Okay, and so here is the old residence. It's the local. Right now, it's the local uh, community service center. But we can take a look when we go inside, and you can see the beautiful brick carving on the roof. That is a sunflower. And then we go inside, and this is the old day, the stand chair, because this is only for the ladies. And you can see they transport the coal, and the people carry the bird cage. And this is the people play the, we call it the peace drum. There's the single bass drum. And that's the local snacks. So when we enter a courtyard house, we will facing a screen wall. And you can see. So this screen wall is used to block the people's view from outside. It's for privacy. And also Chinese people believe the evil spirits will come out and when they enter your door and they don't know how to turn, so they'll bump to the screen wall and then come back. And this is the typical courtyard house in west of Beijing, similar to the quadrangle. And they plant crab apple tree. This is nice because the door opened on the southeast is for good feng shui, and this side, the house in the south, is used for servants or sometimes as a guest house. And the on north is occupied by grandparents or parents because the location of Beijing or China, north side, there's more sunshine. You can see the beautiful color painting. Normally, we only see those color painting in the summer palace. This kind of color painting is called the Su style color painting. Su stands for Suzhou in South China. Those are original. They have a more layer of the courtyard. And on east and west, those two rooms occupied by the oldest son or second son. And there's a side courtyard. We call it Moon Gate. Okay, this is just a glimpse of a courtyard house in west Beijing. Very peaceful. So in the old days, this kind of courtyard was occupied by uh, businessmen. I mean, not common people. And next door, this building was relatively new, and we call it Republic of China style after 1911. We still have a huge grindstone. There's another courtyard. There's a club on the way. We can see this is a picture that was years ago, very old, and today it's become just a club. Oh, mysterious. This is season of the mysterious blossom in Beijing. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And here's some marble stone they excavated from this neighborhood. Okay, here's an old bank. Okay, I'm gonna show you the Chinese characters when we when we writing, keep the books or account. You cannot use the ancient, traditional Chinese. This is another way, more complicated way for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because when you write down the amount of the money, it cannot be easily changed. That's our way in ancient China. Even today in the bank, when you write down the amount of money, you still need to write in this way, not the simplified Chinese. It's an ancient bank. And this courtyard is not preserved well. But this is a toy store. Okay, all the toys. And here's another courtyard. It's a private house. Snacks. This one we call it Korean noodle because it's very popular. This street is not very busy because the local government wanted to preserve this street. Otherwise, it will be torn down and build a new apartment. So they realized this value of this culture, so they preserved it. You can still see the old gate. And the other side is a library called a Stonegate Library, but it will cost some money. And you can see this is the West Beijing in the mountain area. So when we built the courtyard house, we don't use a brick. We try to use some stone because they were easy to get. And this is a wooden structure. Whoa! So this became a pedestrian street. No cars allowed, but those electrical pedicabs okay. Here is a jadeware store. Oh, the bird. Ah, the bird. Okay, this is just a city walk. Mm. This is a tea house. My mom told me when she was a little girl, she saw the real camel in hometown. It's very clean. Okay, so here is used to be the old gate. Here used to be an old gate, and people would lead the camel and the mule go through this gate. And you can see that those are original old structures. And when they renovated this part, and in 2010, and they found this stone line. This store, they serve the pancake. Always long line. Okay, I can't wait. So this is called the 莫市口大街 in West Beijing. Sounds like Moscow. Coconut. Oh, there's one. I don't know why this store today is closed. They serve this one. We call it 炸糕 deep fried sticky rice cake with sweet red bean sauce inside. Very very tasty. They closed in the afternoon.
那一个比较。
So in the old day, this is a place where they would let the camel drink. It reminds me in the Bible. Drink the camel. So this place is used to be a Dragon King temple. It's where they worship the Dragon King. But right now it's become an exhibition room, and they tell you a story and why this village in this neighborhood become the first village in China with electricity. Okay, let's go inside. So it's 1905. So this is an old electricity meter. Siemens, made by Siemens, German company. So the story is after China more opened and the foreign countries started to build a power plant in Beijing. So the diplomat area in the on the east of the Tiananmen Square was lit up. So Chinese people think we also should have our national power plant so they can benefit all the Chinese people and were not controlled by the foreigners. It's like today's chips or whatever. So there's some very smart Chinese businessmen, and they organized this company. So that was in 1906, the first electrical power plant was founded in China. Because they needed the power plant in downtown is not sufficient for the whole city, and they found in West Beijing along the Yongding River, and it's good spot to build another power plant. So they negotiated with the villagers in this area at last, and they promised to install. They provide each family one electrical light for free. So this is a place that become the first village in. So this is a picture. This is the city grid in west of the Tiananmen Square. Today we can still see that. And that is the former power plant in Beijing. And this one is the oldest lamp in Beijing. You can see it in the picture. Okay, it's very interesting. So This is the over 500 years coal road. They supply the coal. You can still see the chimney on that way. They supply the coal from the coal mine in Deep Mountain in West Beijing, all the way through by camels and mules. They bring the coal all the way to the city Beijing. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.